Monday night.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the London BlackKnights and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Parker. Caught. This is Ivory. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Parker. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He finds Ivory here.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Looking to throw. Parker.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of that.
Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And
for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Gannon got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Gannon. He finds his man complete. That's Robbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to throw. Gannon. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. A 5-yard touchdown. And the BlackKnights are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Ivory. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Parker now to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Parker on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Gannon. Open man is Samuel. Complete.
And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back to throw. Gannon. Completes it to Samuel.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down. Gannon. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On second down now, Tony. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took only 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third-down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 43. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parker.
Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Underneath to Ivory. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kendrick Bourne from 3 yards out.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Parker throwing to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw on second down, Gannon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. On second down, Tony. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off play action. Gannon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Parker. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A give right side now to Hunt.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Parker. A dump off for Ivory.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Parker to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Gannon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the BlackKnights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Parker. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Parker. On third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run right side with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Parker now looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
London about set to take over on offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Gannon. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Pete Werner from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Parker. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Up the gut here, it's Ivory. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Parker from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On second down now. Tony, and some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Gannon. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the London first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Gannon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down, Tony. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Back to throw. Gannon. And that will be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Parker off the play fake. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Parker. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now Parker on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. They go to Ivory.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw is Parker. To throw on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
York able to send this one through.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 23-20, 44 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.